All right, Summiteers. I did a live feed, but I think everyone knows because I've sent a bunch of stuff out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send the tracking form out again today. We kind of locked everybody in. Finally got Kim Floyd was up camping in Payson. I haven't heard back from her. She finally gave me a call at the 10th hour. And last night, so we finally locked everyone in. We got all commitments from everybody. So I just want to say thank you so much. And I know it was a very hard decision for me to make. And I'm telling you, if COVID wasn't around, we would be all hiking together. And it's just a very unfortunate thing that happened that we have no control over. But we got to protect ourselves. We got to protect 11 Summits, and we got to protect CASA. It's very, very important. And I know a lot of you may be a little disappointed, but it was out of my hands. It was something that I had to do that I didn't want to do. But I think there's a lesson learned with everything. And I think it's going to work out for the best. So there's always next year. If you want to get involved next year, we would love to have you out there. And I had 3 people back out. Earlier on, Robert James. We had Chris Bonin back out for personal reasons. We had Jason Hirsch back out for personal reasons, and we had Luke Kyan back out for personal reasons. So that opened the floodgates a little bit. We were able to get David Franks in, Kim Floyd, and Mike Rosenthal, and I did the drop down exactly the way I said I was going to do it. And from that message, and I stuck to my guns. And I think there was a lot of lessons learned here, especially for myself in regards to time commitments, because I'm getting ready to launch a program up here, and you don't really need to hear this, but I learned something from my actions. And time commitments are very, very important, because it's very easy when you don't put a timestamp on something. It's very easy to sit back and I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. I'll do it in a couple of weeks. And I think we all kind of fell into that category, including myself. I mean, I didn't raise a ton of money during COVID. I raised all my money probably the first 2 or 3 months right out of the gates, because I'm a firm believer of you got to get shit done. If you're going to do something, you got to do it right away. But I did kind of sit back a little bit. But it was a good lesson learned for me. And I hope it was a good lesson learned from you, which I've heard from a bunch of individuals that kind of said, hey, man, outside of CASA, you putting a time step on kind of woke my ass up and said, oh, shit, I need to do this, and this personally. So I just want to say I love y'all. I really appreciate everything that you've done. And I'm disappointed that I can't hike with all of you. But I think there's a lot of lessons learned in this. And like I said, my hands were tied. But we had Chris Bonin back out. We had Jason Hirsch back out. And we had Luke Kyan back out. So our list, and you'll see it, is going to be me, Derek Keller, Hunter Peak, Jeff Rifkin, Josh Wells, Matt Blanton, Michelle DeBlasi, who I don't think anyone knows her yet, but we're going to be getting to know them here real soon. She'll be getting to know everyone, and everyone will be getting to know her real soon. Art Masurlian, David Boyd, who's going to be our driver and med support, and he chose to do that. And David Franks, Kim Floyd, and then Mike Rosenthal will be our second driver. So there it is. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. Doesn't mean goodbye. It really means hello. You can still raise money for these children, especially in this shit show that we got going on right now that's called the world and the economy. You know what? I don't know what to believe, and I think a lot of us are in that same position right now. But our hands were tied. But I love y'all. Thank you very much for everything that you've done. And you can still raise money. You never know. There may be somebody that gets injured, somebody that backs out, someone that has something happen in their family that have to back out. So don't give up. There's always time. We got a little bit of time. We've got July, August, and September. I'm sorry, July is over. We have August and September. We've got 2 months. So a lot of things can happen, and there's a lot of miles to be covered. There's a lot of base training to do, and you never know. There may be some injuries. I'm just trying to soak up an injury right now. That's why the log hasn't been out. But we will be back on the trail here real soon, and I think we're going to be tracking a lot of miles. So once again, thank you very much. I love y'all.